Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Tom Tality, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a quick little tutorial just to kind of streamline my playthrough so that way you all are kind of up to speed what I've been doing off screen, and for people that could benefit from it I'm going to show you where all the great fairies are in the game and how to farm rupees so that way you can unlock all said great fairies, so that way you can get better gear. Everybody likes better gear, right? So I will zoom out. Whoops. So this is the whole world map. This is where we are currently. In Kakariko Village, there's a shrine in Kakariko. Everyone should know where this one pretty much is. But the shrine is the Talo Neg Shrine. It's kind of on the top of the hill, and that's where we're actually at currently. If you can't figure out where this is, it's kind of like up at the top. You'll see it when you come into Kakariko Village, and you want to go up there where these little rafter thing is, I guess clothesline, and it's into the woods just a little ways. It's not too far. I've been getting a couple of the, and it's right here, and you'll come up to it and it'll look like a, I don't know, pod, a green pod. And you'll talk to it. You'll walk up onto this and you'll talk to it and it'll ask you for money. But that's where the first one is. So the second one that I usually get is all the way over here. And it's in the Alcala. It's on this top right corner, but it's towards the bottom. You can kind of see where the water is. And in relation, there's the tower. And when you come up, you want to just take this road right here. Take that road up and over, and there'll be a shrine here, and that's the shrine I always go to, the Da Heso Shrine. I can't say these names, so forgive me for butchering them, but that's where the second one is. Okay, now that we're here, you can kind of see that the tower's over there, Death Mountain's over there. From here, you just want to run out straight towards the cliff that overlooks the water. And it's going to be off to your right. You can see it right there, kind of in that grove of trees. You just jump off and paraglide straight to it. It's super easy to find. This one isn't too bad. It's actually more of a journey to get here than anything. And the first one I think costs you 100 rupees. This one will cost you 500. So come here, talk to it. It'll open up for you. So then the third one that I usually get is all the way over here. Kind of by the Tabanthia Tower. So you can actually see it from the Tabanthia Tower. So you can either do it one of two ways. You can go to the Tabanthia Tower, or you can go to this shrine over here. The tower is almost, it's nice to get the map anyway, so I would just recommend doing the tower if you can. If not, do the shrine, and you can find it from that way too. But you should be able to, from that tower, you should literally be able to just fly straight to it. And now we're at the tower, so you should be able to just look out, and you see it right there. You should be able to see it from the top of the tower. You should be able to just jump off, fly straight to it. It's kind of in that rock grove. And in relation, I mean, the Rito's tower is over there, so that kind of makes sense. I hope, if you're familiar with the game at all, but this is where it is. I kind of have it marked with a star on my map down there in the corner, but and then this one will cost you 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees to do this one, but this is where it's at. And then the fourth one is all the way out here in the Gerudo Desert in the bottom left, and the shrine is the Hawa Cough Shrine. And the easiest way to get there is just go to Gerudo Town and get a sand seal, and I'll actually show you how to do it. Because when you're trying to come here, I always mark this. There's like a bone, you can see that since I've zoomed in on it, like a little bone pile of a Dodongo. It's a monster from a different Zelda game, but I always just put a marker, a highlighted marker, so that way you can find it. And you can always just warp to Gerudo Town once you get here. But that's the easiest way because it'll actually blur out once you start heading that way, and I'll show you how to do it. It's actually not that bad. So, okay, we're at Gerudo Town, and as you can see, you need to make sure that you have a shield equipped, and you need to go and get a sand seal. You need to sneak up on them, because otherwise they get spooked, and they'll run away from you. So you have to get behind them where they can't see you, and you gotta sneak up on them. It's kind of a thing, and you like want to go just fast enough that you're like barely moving. Like this is like literally a snail's pace that you need to go to be able to get up close enough to one to grab it to shield surf behind it. And there it is. Got him. All right. Ooh, that was a thing. So this is how you get there. I have the marker marked on my map as the yellow beacon. Not the red or the yellow circle, but the yellow square. What you want to do is while you're on your sand seal is you want to kind of get lined up with it as best you can, and just you want to go straight. Just want to go straight, because when you get to the sand pit, it'll actually blur out your map. So while you're doing this, this is the hardest one in my opinion to get. That's why I'm showing you this one. Is that when that map disappears, you're like, oh, I don't know where I am. I don't know how to get there. So just point as straight as you can. So I'm going to skip through this until we get into the dust cloud a little bit. Alright, so we just actually entered the dust cloud, and you can see that my map just goes blank, and I was pointed straight at it. So whatever you do, just don't touch anything. Just go as straight as you can. Just keep going straight. Oh god, and then that happens. So kind of realign yourself as best you can, and kind of think about where you were going as far as straight as you can. And you should be close enough to find it. Yep. See, there it is. It's right there. There's the bone pile that we were looking for. And that's how you get here. And as you can see, I haven't unlocked this one yet, which brings me to the next part of my video. Is the first one is 100, the second one's 500, the third one is 1,000, and this one, sure, we'll listen to your story, blah, 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 and then 10,000, holy Jesus. So you go, dang girl, I ain't got that kind of cash. How am I going to get all them roops? I'll keep my rupees. So, what I suggest to get enough rupees to be able to unlock the fourth and final Great Fairy is go all the way up here to Herba Tower where it's nice and cold. Okay, so like I was saying, you want to come up, to Herba Tower, which is all the way up here in the top left. And that's kind of where the other one was, where I was showing you before. So it's all the way over here to the right of the Rito village. And where you're actually going to be going is like right next to the tower, which is called Pondo's Lodge, which is where you want to go. You want to do something called snowballing. Also, before you come out here, you want to stop at the Rito place and buy some clothes. Some cold weather clothes if you don't already have them. And this is where the Rito's village is. There'll be a shop there that sells cold weather gear that you can see how it has the frost ailment on it. So that way cold resistance. So you can either buy that or you can make potions or whatever, but that's up to you. I suggest buying the clothing. It might be a little bit expensive, but it's going to be worth it for when you learn how to do this. So this is how I like to farm rupees, is snowballing. So you talk to this guy and you tell him you'll try it. And you say, okay, sure, 20 rupees, whatever. You're on, old guy. We'll snowball. And it's literally bowling. You throw a ball down the hill and try and hit pins. It's kind of cool.
Oh.
But if you do it correctly, he gives you 300 rupees. So that's something. I always like to come out here on this left node kind of thing and just drop it. Right there. Perfect. Strike! Perfect. See? Strike every time. I think the first time that you get a strike, he gives you a frost wand. But then after that, every time you get a strike after that, he gives you 300 rupees. See? Just like that. And it is, like, semi-repeatable. Like, you're not going to get it every time. But most of the time, you're going to hit it. Like, it's totally doable. Like, here, I'll show you. I'll try and do it again. And if you don't hit it, you might not hit it every time. But you should be close every time. And I think as long as you hit 8 or better. Oh god, I'm too far left. I want to go right just a little bit. Okay, somewhere in there. Yeah. But as long as you get 8 or better. Shoot, I screwed up. I was too far to the right. But like, it's totally doable. And if you screw up a few times, that's okay because you made 300 the first time. So, and you get 2 chances at it. So you can pick up a spare, and I think if you hit the rest of them with a spare, I think it's 100. So like, you know, it's totally doable. Like for real, it's totally doable. Come on, get him, get him, get him! Oh dang it! That's still pretty good. I think I still get something for that. All but 1. 9 total, yeah. Oh, so 50. So, like, I think as long as you knock down 8 every time, you'll make your money back, if not gain. So, your goal is at least 8 or better. But you should be able to get strikes, like, every other time, roughly. I'm going to try it one more time, since I'm here. Somewhere in there. See, I screwed up the one time, but then I got another strike. It's, like I said, you're not going to hit it every time, but it's totally repeatable. Like, you're not going to nail it perfect every time, but it's a good way to farm rupees. See? Boom! Another 300. So, I guess that concludes this video. Just wanted to show you that it is doable, it's repeatable. If you guys have more questions or you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you get a moment, be sure to share this video with your friends. Thanks, everybody.